Hey, what's up? This is Venger Satanis. Just doing another video back to back real quick because I have limited time and I wanted some daylight coming in. Most of the time when I have time to do the videos, it's at night and you have artificial lighting and it doesn't look as good on this crappy flip camcorder thing. Anyway, I had a nice haul at Half Price Books yesterday or the day before, and I just want to show everybody what I got. A lot of surprising stuff that I saw, not only in the role playing section, but in like the mythological, uh, you know, myths and legends section, which was completely different. So this is a practical guide to dragon riding. It's $5.99, and I'll just breeze through some of the pictures so you can see. Pretty cool stuff, and then it talks about like all the different kinds of like a forest landworm and a rust dragon. Half the reason I got it just was for the artwork. Um, I thought it was pretty cool, and it might give me ideas for a campaign. And if I want to describe an encounter with a Pegasus, all I have to do is show the picture, or hippogriff, or a griffin, or something else, like a red dragon over there. It's very nice, cool, like parchmenty paper, some awesome armor, and so for a full color book like this, it's not super short. This is Draconic language, which is cool. I thought, geez, why not? That's a pretty good deal. So I was happy with that. Then for $5.99, I got the Usborn Big Book of Fantasy Quests. And this is more for the kids because you gotta find different things. Like you gotta find 11 sticky labels and 17 hungry hurrahs and stuff like that. But I had really cool pictures and, activities and stuff for the kids. So, the Dragon Chronicles. This was $5.99. So this is more of a story book. There's obviously a lot more words, but there are some really, really cool pictures. This is cool. I could just imagine describing some sort of ice palace or something like that where there's a wizard. And, you can only... Sometimes it's nice to leave things vague and just kind of let people's imaginations take over. But the other half of the time, a picture is worth 1,000 words, as they say. And so that's pretty key. Allowing people, like the players, to see things, and yourself as the game master, to see things through the mind's eye. That's very important. To visualize something in your imagination. That's crucial to a role-playing game. This is $5.99 also. Dragons, Truth, Myth, and Legend. So I remember this is kind of shorter. There weren't too many pictures, but some pictures were really, really cool. And this you could just read or just flip through and for inspiration on your own. But like I said, it's a lot cooler to show the players some stuff and get their imaginations rolling. Just because you show someone a picture of what something looks like doesn't mean that their imagination is just turned off. It just means that their imagination is helped. This super buy was only $3. Practical Guide to Vampires. Now I saw this, I'm like, oh, that's cheesy and looks like it's for kids or might be something stupid. But this was pretty badass. This was pretty awesome. Get some neat pictures. There's a vampire lithid. That's cool. And there's some cool layers that were like full color, and there's some magic items and stuff. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna try to find one of the layers. I'm probably gonna run out of battery soon. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So this is like inside a vampire's lair. So it shows you right here. You got the servants' quarters, master chamber, upper landing, parlor, dining hall, basement, treasure room, kitchen. I mean, this is like, this is a whole night's adventure right here. It's all fully illustrated and like, keyed out with descriptions, and that's just, there's the outside of it. That's just so awesome and useful and helpful, and just like a fancy full color book for $3. Can't believe I found that. This is $2. This is 10,000 Dreams Interpreted. Especially I was thinking specifically for like Call of Cthulhu or The Outer Presence, which is my own version of Call of Cthulhu role playing game. Just all the dreams, all the crazy dreams you can incorporate and borrow from and whatever. So this is like the Vampires book. This is Practical Guide to Monsters. This is also for $5.99, like some of the other ones. Cool, like just pictures. This is another like layer. It's actually got numbers: 1, 2, 3. Vestibule, slither tunnel, gauntlet, false central gallery, bunch of armor and a night walker and that guy. So I don't know, just really really cool stuff. I mean, not all the art is amazing, but typical werewolf caravan, cool. Shape-shifting transformation, and that's a neat map. Urthak, Manticore, Chimera. Yeah, really, really badass. Now, when you see this, I know what you're saying. You're like, Venger, you and what you write are the farthest things away from Pathfinder. What are you doing buying this, even for half price, $25? Because I think retail this is like $50. There was like every other page was just such great artwork. That's one of the things that Pathfinder does very well. They have great artwork on a lot of their stuff. Not just for monsters and creatures and cool stuff like that, but like the player characters. Everybody wants to see themselves, even if it's something that they have to visualize in their mind. They want to be a part of the game. They want to be inside the game. That's the whole point of playing a role-playing game. And I mean, that's a cool scene right there. The Great Beyond. This was very neat. And this allows them to do that. Or not only the player characters, but just non-player characters. You see a knight, or shoot, you see this guy. Tiscari, Lord of the Locust Host. I mean, I don't know what that is, but there's a queen. There's some sort of demon lord. There's that guy. That cool battle scene. King Irovedi of Pitax. So, I mean, you might change the names around. And this was a cool scene. Theocracy of the Living God. You got the whole cult thing going on there. All I have to do is describe it briefly in a couple sentences. Like, oh, there's, this giant cult meeting in the basement of this temple. And then show this picture, and people know exactly what you're talking about. There's a cool ass mask. Some pharaoh type guy. Like, I could just go on and on and on and on. I mean, there's so many cool, And then the players can, like, do more than just visualize, like, oh, he's a Viking king, non-player character. I can kind of see what that is in my mind. You can actually show them, and that's really cool. And just putting forth a little extra effort. The Darklands. That's really great artwork. Drow, Matriarch. Yeah, so and it comes with this map. For $25, you bet I'm gonna, splurge on that. Even though, yeah, I'm not a Pathfinder fan. I played it. I don't really like the system. I don't like complex, rule-heavy. Where you gotta buy a dozen books just to get the full scope of the game. And this is just a book on myths and legends and stuff like that. This is $2. And it's a full color. I used to have tons of monster books and stuff like that when I was a kid. Like, all my books were just about monsters and robots and myths and legends and creatures and weird stuff. Anyway, so that's the end of this video. But there's cool stuff out there, especially in used bookshops, half-price books, things like that. Great for ideas, for visual aids, things you can bring to the game to show the other players, just stuff for your own personal collection. Even if you use like a handful of things, I think that's worth $3, $5, whatever. Okay, that's it. Adios.